Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Thank you very much for tuning in for today's show. Tuning in is such an anachronistic expression at this point, such an outdated expression. Thank you for joining me live online for this week's Coltrane Tuesday show because it is the 22nd day of June in the year 2021. Holy cow, we are almost halfway through 2021. If you can believe that, I know it's difficult for me to comprehend. That said, we have lots more important things to talk about today than the date on the calendar. So we have a special request this week submitted by a very, very good friend of the show, whom I hope is able to catch this either live or on the replay, either way. And I'll talk a little bit about some cool things that are happening in the community, online and in person, because both of those things can actually happen now. And of course, we will play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. In case you are unfamiliar, the way we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game is that anybody who is live online with us will join in and give me song suggestions, and I have to respond to them in some manner. If the song that's requested is one that I know, I will play it. If the song that's requested is one that I sort of know, I will then figure it out here in front of everyone. If I do not know the song at all, or at least if I don't recognize the song by its title, I will make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. This is a great time for you to get in your requests right now if you want, or, you know what, even just to let me know that you can actually see and hear me, that the technology is functioning as it is supposed to, because it doesn't always. That's also helpful. And of course, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, or hitting the share button so that other people that you know who might be on their lunch break right now can also join in and play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game with us momentarily. And so that's the thing that we are going to do. And I should probably go ahead and get started with the requested song. I don't think he would mind me saying that Art Charlton has been a good friend and a wonderful supporter of this program whenever he is able, for which I'm grateful. In a separate conversation, he said, "Hey, can you do that song The Way by Fastball? That came up on the radio the other week, and it was really cool, and that would be a fun one to hear you perform." And of course, because I am who I am, that lodged in my head. I said, "Oh, I have a special request show coming up in just a couple of weeks. That will be perfect." That is exactly what I will do. So the song is The Way by Fastball. It was released in 1998, I believe. We can check the math on that. If you saw me over on Facebook moments ago, I was saying that I went back and forth in terms of how exactly I was going to do this particular song. It is wonderful in how simple it is and pretty straightforward. And I actually just about have it memorized, which is unusual for the songs that I lead off the show with. And I sort of thought, okay, so what am I going to do to sort of add some bits and pieces to it? Of course, last week I did a wonderfully complex song, or at least one that's rather complex to perform live with an acoustic guitar, the latest single from Kim Edwards, Far, which is a wonderful song. Highly recommend. If you missed the show, go check that out. Go check out Kim's all of her YouTube, all of the things, so you can check out that song. But what am I going to do for this song, which is rather simpler? I went through a couple different ideas for the instrumentation. I thought seriously about doing the harmonica, adding that into the mix. I ended up rejecting that idea because it required me to change the key of the song to match the one harmonica that I have. So I came up with a different idea of how I'm going to do the song. You will be the judge in terms of just how successful you feel that this rendition is. The song, again, is The Way by Fastball. They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. Exit to eternal summer slacking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? drank up the wine. They got to talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. The children woke up, they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved with gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier there today. The Way by Fastball. There you go. Thanks very much to Art for that special request on this special request week on the Coltrane Tuesdays show. So the of course the story of the song is that it was inspired by actual events, not ones that the songwriter had personal familiarity with, but that he had read a news account about this couple. And the actual story, if I understand correctly, the gist was is rather more tragic than the story that's portrayed in the song. You know, that we're talking about situations involving Alzheimer's and people who actually already were old and gray. If I were a family member of the couple that did die, I think I would maybe not be quite so happy with the way that the song came together. And that said, it also is interesting that the song takes what is sort of a obviously a sad and tragic story, and kind of transforms it to, rather than we're thinking of someone as the victim of dementia, making someone kind of the hero of their own story, even if the rest of the world doesn't perceive that story. You know, if that story exists only in the mind of the two people who were experiencing it, kind of turning them into heroes, kind of into, Thelma and Louise, so to speak, driving off. Also raises really interesting questions about end-of-life dignity and all those sorts of things. But If you have thoughts on those, by all means, go ahead and share them. If you want to just say, hey, that was a cool song that I learned about back in 1998, also just fine. I'm grateful for anyone who is able to leave comments or any sort of response or any sort of interaction whatsoever. All of that is wonderful. And speaking of interaction, of course, it's wonderful if you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button so more people can join us, because in just moments, we are going to be doing the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. In case you missed the description at the top of the show, we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game by having folks who are here live with us online submit requests for songs that I should have to play. They give me the name of a song, and then I have to respond to it in some manner. If the song that's requested is one that I know, or at least one that I pretty much know, like I haven't rehearsed it in maybe 6 months, year, 2 years, but I at one point recently did know how to play it, I will then go ahead and play it. If the song that's requested is one that I kind of sort of know, like I used to know how to play it a couple decades ago, or I've seen a bunch of other people play it, or I've heard it several times on Spotify, or used to hear it on the radio all the time, or whatever, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of you. You get to see how all the gears work as I try to make the song actually fit. And if I don't recognize the song title at all, I have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I would love for you to get in your requests. If anyone who is live with us right now is able to put in a request, wonderful. I do have a backup plan if no one does come through with one, but it would be great if people are able to do that live with us here online. So while you are contemplating your Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game requests, let me mention a few other things that are happening. Over the past couple weeks, I've talked about the sponsors from the Come Together 2021 show that we did just a couple weeks back. A lot of fun, really wonderful, amazing group of performers came together to support the No Place for Hate initiative. And one of the sponsors, in fact, the one who is in many ways responsible for this beautiful poster here, is PostNet Bethlehem. PostNet is a great source for all of your printing, your shipping, your creative needs. So they will do printing, they will do business cards, they will do yard signs, they'll put together big banners if you need to hang those on the outside of your business, or just like, you know, for some sort of gathering and you want to have a big banner that says, yeah, this is the cool thing that we're celebrating. Flyers, if you have a sale or an event or something, or if you're a performer and you want to be able to hand out cards or something at your shows of, hey, here's this cool thing about me to find all these things. Shipping, they'll also help you with your shipping and your packaging stuff up so that it will go safely through one of the parcel delivery services. They will help you with your graphic design. If you just say, hey, I have an idea or I have a logo, but I need someone to actually put that logo onto a thing with my name and for the business card or whatever, they will be able to help you with that. So go check out PostNet Bethlehem. The website is postnet.com/PA130. Postnet.com/PA130. After the show, I will post links in the description so that you can check them out and learn more about them. You can, in fact, go see them in person. The address is 1 East Broad Street, Suite 130. So right near, right at the intersection of New and Broad Street on the northeast, I think, corner of the street. In any case, punch that address in, check it out. It's easy to find. It's a big building with a lot of other important things inside it. 130 East Broad Street, Suite 130. And especially, this turned out to be a coincidence, but it's a pretty cool one. Marissa, one of the two women who runs PostNet Bethlehem, it happens to be her birthday today. So that's very cool. Happy birthday to Marissa, and go check out PostNet. Do all the things. They're going to help you out. They're going to take really good care of you because that's what they do. Very, very cool stuff. Other things happening that I can mention to you. Another sponsor from the Come Together event, of course, was Godfrey Daniels, the one and only listening room here in Bethlehem on the south side of the city. They've been doing a series of webcast concerts Some of them from performers' homes, and some of them actually from the stage at Godfrey Daniels, with a very small, fully vaccinated audience of members of the board of the nonprofit Godfrey Daniels, who are able to be there and be part of it. This Thursday, Ann Hills, everyone around here who knows anything about folk music, or probably if you know anything about folk music, and if you don't know about Ann Hills, find out. Come to check out the webcast this Thursday at 7 o'clock. It's an evening with Ann Hills. She's going to be on the Godfrey Daniels stage, and I'm in fact going to be producing the webcast. We're going to have multiple cameras. We're going to have great sound. It's going to be a really, really fun evening. It's going to be on the Godfrey Daniels Facebook page as well as on the Godfrey Daniels YouTube. So go to godfreydaniels.org and find out all the information that's there. And again, I will post links in the description once we are done here. So go check that out. That's on Thursday at 7 o'clock in the evening and the next night. So that's a virtual event on Thursday evening. You can go do something in person on Friday, because my good friend Carter Lansing, who is a small but not insignificant part of the Acoustic Kitty Project, Carter and Mike Carr making up the Acoustic Kitty Project duo formation. They're going to be over at Two Rivers Brewing Company in Easton at 7 o'clock on Friday. So definitely go say hi to Carter and Mike. Check out the Acoustic Kitty Project duo on Friday at Two Rivers Brewing in Easton at 7 o'clock. All right. That is enough of the talking. It is now time to play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. I am not seeing any live requests, unfortunately, but that is all right. If you are watching live online and you want to chime in, by all means, go ahead and do that. I'll see if I can incorporate it. I also am grateful if you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all the things that help more people be able to check these things out. All right, so the backup plan is I have this little bag here that has pre-sent in requests. Let's see. Today's request is... All right. That might be one I can actually do. Let me see if I can put this up in a way that people can see it. The request is for Hey There, Delilah by the Plain White Tees. And the request is by Maggie. Hey there, Delilah, Plain White Tees. Okay, so Margot. Hi, Margot. Thanks for joining in. Margot chimes in on the theme of end-of-life decisions and dementia. See the 2017 comedy drama The Leisure Seeker with Helen Mirren and Donald Sutherland. Very cool. Just don't watch the preview. It gives away all the best funny lines in the film. She hates it when previews do that. That is a good point. Excellent. Thank you, Margot. Well, I'll post a link to that in the description afterwards. The Leisure Seeker, Helen Mirren and Donald Sutherland. Well, there's a couple of impressive actors for that, so that's definitely worth checking out. Thank you, Margot. All right, so the request is for Hey There, Delilah by Plain White Tees. I actually figured out a version of this for the season 2 finale of the Coltrane Tuesdays show. I did a whole series of covers from Hamilton, and I'm going to connect this back together in just a moment. In the Dear Theodosia, the song Dear Theodosia, I never actually learned how to play Dear Theodosia, but I did. I played Hey There, Delilah, with lyrics modified to be about the characters from Hamilton, including Dear Theodosia, I'm back here in New York City, yeah, so, all right. Hey There, Delilah. I'm not sure that's the right key. What you do to me, na 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 na. No, that's not quite right. So the chords would probably be chords that are in this key that I have at my disposal would include. Probably. Well, so let's see. So one. That'll do. That's not quite right. Alright, I think that's probably close enough to actually make it work. The chords are not quite right, but they're decent. And if in fact I'm playing in this key, why not? You know, why not add a little something extra? Actually, no, there are plenty of very good reasons not to, but. So now I need some actual lyrics. Let's see. So it would be basically lyrics about missing someone. I think the actual Delilah who inspired the song was not particularly thrilled with having her name suddenly the topic of conversation all over the United States and large parts of the English-speaking world when that song came out. Whatever happened to the Plain White Tees? I guess, yeah. All right, so, hey there, Delilah. Are you there, New York City? Something, 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 something. Guess, yeah, you were so pretty. Can't you see? Okay. So it's thinking about someone who's far away, missing that person, which is something I think all of us can relate to over these past couple of months. And yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm not promising the lyrics will be particularly good. But on the scale of various Stump the Band attempts that have happened here before, probably not the worst. Hey there, Delilah, are you there in New York City? Yeah, it's been so many months, but I'm sure you're still so pretty, can't you see? I wish that you were here with me, yes indeed. Hey there, Delilah, now you are so far away, and I don't know when I'll see you again on some other day, but that's it's true, that I wish I could be with you, yes it's true. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. It's what you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I hope you're doing fine, and I think that we might see each other somewhere down the line, yes indeed. That's almost completely certainty. Yes, indeed. Hey there, Delilah, I can't stand to be away, but there is so much hope that we could be together someday. Yes, it's true. And I wish I could be with you. Yes, it's true. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 It's what you do to me. It's so sad that we're apart, and I wish we could come back together and throw a dart out at this bar. It wouldn't have to be real far, my favorite bar. And we would talk about the time that all has passed, and we would be in throw my all that's in the past and true. And now there's a future here with you. Yes, it's true. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 It's a nearly certainty. We'll have the most wonderful progeny. Oh, for what you do to me, what you do to me. There you go. Something not terribly, okay. That was satisfactory. Thanks very much to Maggie for that request for Hey There, Delilah. I'll post a link in the description if you want to hear the Dear Theodosia version, which is probably more entertaining than what I just did, but still not terrible. So thanks very much to Margot for commenting with the movie suggestion that relates to the special request song topic from today, which was of course the story that inspired the song "The Way" by Fastball back in 1998, or that's the year the song came out, I should say. Thanks very much to Art Charlton for putting in that song request. Go check out all of the fun things I mentioned. Go to Postnet Bethlehem for all of your printing and shipping and your banners and your yard signs and all the things that you need like that. And again, happy birthday to Marissa. Go check out the Ann Hills live stream from Positively 4th Street. Godfrey Daniels. Positively Godfrey Daniels is the name of the series. Positively 4th Street is where the actual building is. So go check out the Positively Godfrey Daniels live stream of An Evening with Ann Hills this Thursday at 7 o'clock on Facebook and on YouTube. And the following day, go over to Two Rivers Brewing to say hi to Carter and Mike of the Acoustic Kitty Project at, like I said, Two Rivers Brewing over in Easton. And then I'll be back here on Tuesday next week, 12:30 in the afternoon, because this is what we do every time. And the cycles come around that I'll be doing one of my songs. And if you have a song of mine that you haven't heard in a little bit, you'd like to, throw that in the comments or post it on my Facebook or any of the various social media outlets that I have at variouswebsites.com/notforcoltrane. And, and we'll do that. We'll make it happen for here next week. And of course, it's always very helpful if you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do everything that tells our algorithmic overlords to show this content in front of more people. But while you're doing that, and until next time, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you right here next week.